Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Parshat Bo, the mitzvah of Kiddush Hachodesh, Rosh Chodesh, one of the great mitzvot of Eretz Yisrael. Sounds a bit strange. What's the connection between Kiddush Hachodesh, the bain, sanctifying the new moon, and Eretz Yisrael? The fact is the two are inseparable. And without Eretz Yisrael, Rosh Chodesh is gone, and a good chunk of the Mitzvoth are gone. How so? The Rambam writes in Mitzvat, Asai, his positive in Mitzvot, Kuf Nun Gimel 153, he writes that not only did bain originally sanctify the moon in Eretz Yisrael, in Israel, but if Chas v'Shalom, there would be no Jews living in Eretz Yisrael, the Yeshuv would be gone. God forbid, the calendar that was set up by Hillel thousands of years ago would not be in effect. And the sanctification that Hillel made thousands of years ago is only on condition that the Jews are still living in Eretz Yisrael. And that's why 180 years ago, they asked the Chatam Sofair, almost 200 years ago, they asked the Chatam Sofair. In the early 1800s, people were coming to collect in Europe, and they were coming from Israel. Coming to England and to Holland. And they said to Chatam Sofair, listen, listen, we have our own aniyim we have to take care of. It's very nice the Jews are building Israel, but we have to take care of our own aniyim. What are we going to do? He said, Chas v'Shalom, the Jewish Yeshuv, the settlements in Israel go under, and there's no Jews left. We're done. Halacha is, as we know it, is over. Why? Because without a Jewish presence in Israel, there's no sanctification of the moon, there's no Rosh Chodesh, there's no Pesach, Sukkot, Shavuot, Shmini Atzeret, Simchat Torah, Tisha B'Av, Asar B'Tevet. Any holiday, anything based on a date in the Jewish calendar is gone, Chatam Sofair said. He says, of course, we're going to keep helping the Jews in Eretz Yisrael build up their communities. And guess what? He said, when we are helping them, we are helping ourselves. Because without them in Israel, the Mitzvoth are over. Incredible, incredible statement. This is the Chatam Sofair in Orach Chaim, Siman Reish Gimel 203, his Tshuva, 203 Reish Gimel, where he makes this all clear. Just to finish off, a beautiful point comes up here. Chatam Sofair 200 years ago is telling the Jews, we need to make sure there's a Jewish settlement in Israel. It cannot go under for their sake and our sake. 200 years later, look what's going on. That's what's going on. When the European Jews are hoping that maybe there's going to be a few Jews left in Israel. Now, 6 million Jews are here. The numbers are growing. We're soon going to be the majority of all Jews in the world. We bypassed America a few years ago. And look what's going on. The country is growing and growing and growing. Of course, anti-Semitism, that's a constant. The Jews, no matter whether it's expressed in anti-Semitism in Europe, expressed anti-Zionism, whatever it's going to be, that's constant. But the growth here is amazing. It is beautiful. And so many people came along the last few hundred years to cause that growth from all walks of life. And we should have such hakar tatov, appreciation to Hashem, and to all the Jews from every single group, from every stream that came and built up from those few hundred that Chatam Sofair was worried about a few hundred years ago, consisting of the Chatam Sofair students, the Gross students, the Baal Shem Tov students, and now from those few hundred to thousands and now to millions. It's Hashem. There should never, ever be a shaila question again about the Jewish Yeshuv, the Jewish settlement in Israel. We should just grow and prosper and develop physically and spiritually, and have the mitzvah of Kiddush Hachodesh, of sanctifying the moon intact in the full ideal way with the Sanhedrin, B'mheira V'yameinu, speedily in our days. Shalom.